Right, Grand Rising, Ashe, greetings, Grand Rising, a grand day to you all. Once again, my fellow natural, native, earthly humans, and welcome back to this part 5 of, yes, another perspective, analysis, and interpretation of the famous prose poem called what? Desiderata by the late Max Ehrmann. Yes, you don't know that it is yours truly, the Mystic P, along with my companion, my old bass guitar, and so listen very carefully. You will hear, of course, my chirping bird sounds right here, chirping and echoing the melodious, natural, healing, natural, comforting, therapeutic sounds in the background, in the foreground, and all around. Yours truly, the Mystic P. Now, just to remind you that if you haven't yet watched or listened to part 1 to part 4 of this series of talks and perspectives, I will suggest that you please do so before continuing to watch this part 5, or that you, as soon as you finish watch this, you go and you watch part 1 to part 4. And I always remind you, like to me, it's like reading a book. You will get more understanding, and overstanding of what the author is trying to bring across, what he or she is trying to convey by reading the book from cover to cover, from start to finish, or from beginning to the end. So please, I ask that you go back and watch from part 1 to part 4 before you go through this part 5. Or at some time, please watch them so you'll get a better understanding. So in part 4, I told you that it is my understanding that the author of Desiderata, Max Ehrmann, had written it for his daughter. He wrote Desiderata for his daughter, and from my perspective, as a blueprint for her to enter, for her to survive and hopefully thrive in the world, a world that I shall also describe to you very shortly, the world in which she must go. Remember that word, go? Now, if that is true, then from my perspective, Desiderata was written as an instruction manual for his daughter. And today we too have the good fortune of benefiting from it, benefiting from Desiderata. You may also remember that at the end of part 4, I said that in the meantime and between time, I asked that you meditate, think upon, meditate some more on the word go. Yes, go. So just imagine his daughter. Just imagine Max Ehrmann's daughter asking him, her father. And no doubt some of you might be asking me this question right now. Go where, Dad? Go. Go where? Or go where, Mystic P? Where shall I go? And his dad responds, and my interpretation would be, go out there into the real world. Go face the real world. Go learn. Go mingle and experience the world and all its challenges and all that it has to offer for yourself. Go and experience it for yourself. And what? By yourself. I can imagine his as a dad myself, as a father myself, I can imagine his father saying to her, though I am your father and have been your protector and your provider for thus far, for thus far I've been there for you almost all your life or all your life, and I will always be your father. And no doubt I will always be there for you. The fact is that you are now fully grown. You are now fully grown adult. And like an eagle that when it's young, or any other animal in nature, that in due time when they're young, as soon as they reach maturity and adulthood, I cannot continue to shield you or to protect you like a child anymore. There comes a time we all have to let go. But I must let you go. Let go. Meditate on the word go. Go. And I must also encourage you to go. Don't keep them at home. Let them go. I must see that you go and face the world. I must let you go and live your life where? In the real world, not in the shelter of home. In the real world, we have to go. You must go. And what is the real world? Now, in all practical reality, what is the world? Or how did he, Max Ehrmann or Desiderata, describe the real world to which she must go and that she must now enter into? It is hereby described as a place of what? The real world is hereby described in this the first poem, as Ehrmann first poem, as what? Noise and haste. It is hereby described as what? A place of noise, a place of haste. So here he's saying, Max Ehrmann is saying, my child, amidst the noise and haste, in the middle of the noise and haste, surrounded by all the noise and haste, you must what? Go. Go. And please note, not that you may go. There's an option here. It's not that you may go, but that you must go. And what is really and truly meant by noise and haste? Or, in all practicality, what does noise and haste truly represent? I ask that you please stay tuned for the answers in part 6. Please join me again tomorrow for part 6. And again, if I am gifted with another day called tomorrow, and one in which I continue to experience and fulfill, and rather than full joy, good health, very important, freedom, safety, and good relationships with people like you, all my listeners and watchers and well-wishers. When join me tomorrow, when and where I will continue to share with you some of my perspectives, or some more of my perspectives, my analysis and interpretations and insights of Desiderata, aka another perspective and interpretation of Desiderata by who? Yours truly, I, the Mystic Philosopher. So in the meantime and between time, I ask that you continue to meditate. Meditate some more on the word go. And don't forget to lively up yourself. Don't forget to full joy and be more and more and much, much more. And definitely not be less. It's not my will that you be less, but that in your becoming you become more and more and much, much more. For I am the mystic philosopher. Ashe, 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 I say.